What's up? What's up? I'm talking about incense today. I love incense. I'm an incense freak. I've been burning incense since like the late 70s. I've had, I had and have incense from all kinds of different companies, all different countries. I have some incense from Japan. I have some from Spain. I have some from India. I have a lot from America. And about 2 weeks ago, two and a half weeks ago, I was like, I want to find a really, really good vanilla incense. So I Googled vanilla incense, and there was a couple of things that popped up. But one of the things that popped up was a company called East Meets West. And I was checking them out, and they have a vanilla incense. They all their incense that they sell is from another company called Wildberry Incense. They're an incense company. But I was looking at East Meets West website, and they have a vanilla, and I read the description, and I automatically put it in my cart. The description of their vanilla from Wildberry Incense is vanilla bean, aged bourbon, and maple syrup. Click, automatically goes in my cart. You can order different quantities. You can order like 5 or 10. You can order like 25, 50, 100, 250. You can keep going. But I wanted to only order 10 because I didn't know if I would like it or not, so I just ordered 10. They come in these little packs like this, these little plastic packs that has Wildberry incense. This is the company who actually makes the incense. They come in this little sealed pack. But I ordered 10 of the vanilla, and I started looking on their website even more, and I just kept finding stuff that I wanted to try. So I ordered 10 of the Sage and Santo, which I love, like sage and rosemary and stuff like that. So I ordered 10 of those. Um, Coconut, I ordered 10 of the coconut. I ordered 10 cinnamon, and I just kept going. I ended up with like 8 or 9 different kinds of incense, and I've been burning them for the last week and a half, and I really, really like these things. The quality is really good. All of them smell so good. But one thing that I wanted to mention is I didn't I didn't really think about it too much. Um, but the first night that I got these, I was planning on laying in bed reading all night. My bathroom is right next to my um, bathroom, so I took the vanilla incense and put it in my little incense holder, and started burning it. And I went to bed and started reading. And within just a few minutes, I started smelling this vanilla incense, and it smelled so good. I was like, so far, so good. I really like this. And about an hour later, I went to my bathroom to use the bathroom, and I looked down at the incense, and it was like only half burned. And I was like, that just seems like it's lasting a really long time. And it lasted almost 2 hours. And I was like, I don't remember incense lasting that long. So the next day, I took incense from a completely different company and burned it, and it lasted like 45 minutes. And I was like, okay. So later on that night, I took incense from another company and burned it, and it was like 50 minutes. So I just kept trying these, and every time that I would burn any of these wildberry incense, it was like almost right at 2 hours. It was like an hour and 55 minutes because I would time them. So these incense last twice as long as any other incense that I have in my collection. And I got curious about that, so I went to Wildberry Incense. I'll put the link to Wildberry Incense in the description, and I will put the link to where I actually got these in the description to the company East Meets West. So check both of these companies out because I really like both of these companies a lot. East Meets West actually also sells like candles and different kinds of aromatherapy, little figurines, like little dragon figurines, little fairy figurines and stuff like that. Um, but I was curious about why they lasted so long, so I went to Wildberry Incense, and the guy who owns the company, I think his name's Mark Biles. It's Marc. Uh, his last name is Biles, I think, Biales. He was talking about when he started his company Wildberry in 1971, when he was learning how to make incense. He was taught how to make incense to where it would last really long, and it has to do with how you bond the incense to the actual stick to make it last a really long time. So I was really impressed that this lasts twice as long as any other incense. Quality is super good. They have tons and tons of different varieties of incense. I could have kept going putting these in my cart because they have some awesome freaking flavors of incense. Um, and they have a lot. They have amber. I'm just picking out a few. A warm amber fragrance with musky notes of cedarwood and soft patchouli. They have apple crisp. They have like a lot of food and dessert incense. They have an apple crisp incense. It says a warm apple fragrance with notes of caramel, sea salt, juicy pear, sweet vanilla, and graham cracker. Awapui. They have baking brownies incense. It smells like brownies. Bayberry. They have some spicy incense. They have blueberry blast that's supposed to smell like blueberry. Let's read about that. A fruity wild berry scent with fresh notes of sweet green florals, sugar cane, and vanilla bean. Yeah, they have all different kinds of incense, so check them out. But I'm really impressed with East Meets West, and I'm really impressed with Wildberry Incense, the incense that East Meets West sells. I only have one issue, actually one and a half issues, which is not really that big a deal. But when I ordered these, they would put labels on the packaging so you could tell which incense is which. In I think it was like 2 or 3 days, I picked up this bundle of incense that I got from them, and two of these labels came off. So I had to figure out which label goes with which incense. So that was a little bit of an issue. So what I did was just get some Scotch tape and made sure that these labels were taped really, really good so I wouldn't like lose my labels again. So that was a little bit of an issue. And the other issue is not really that big a deal. Like for example, the cinnamon incense, you can really pick up the cinnamon, and the coconut incense, you can really pick out the coconut. But there's one or two, like the vanilla. Um, when I burn it, you can pick out the vanilla a little bit, but I wish the vanilla was a little bit more dominant. And there's one or two other fragrances that I wish the main note was a little bit more dominant. But other than that, man, I am super satisfied with this. I think the quality and the longevity is excellent. This has actually turned out to be one of my favorite companies. So if you're into incense, you might want to check out Wildberry Incense, and check out East Meets West. That's where I actually ordered these from. They got some. You can get all different kinds of quantities. You can get like 5 or 10 or 20 or 100 or 1,000. So check them out. I really like both companies. But anyway, I will be back maybe tomorrow with something else. But love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Peace.